gentlemen, welcome everyone to the official contract signing between Damon Starr and Sean Nova, and as well, oh my God, I can't even finish a sentence. Here he is.
My apologies for once again disrupting this fine episode, but I do believe my patience to wait for me and Lust to parlay face-to-face has now exceeded its limit. After months of attacks on my behalf, I think it's long overdue. So why don't you be so gracious for once and join me in the ring?
Well, as I just said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Reaper and the owner of LWE to come face to face one more time. It seems these two have a few choice words with one another before their match at LWE Legendary. Let's see what has to be said. I'm quite amazed you decided to be so honorable, Parker. After all, the multiple times you have assaulted me here, I expected this to be some kind of trap that you'd spring on me the minute I enter the ring.
Lust, please. I'm not a man who attacks with no reason like some Neanderthal. I'm quite sad that you still don't get that all the hurt you've experienced has all been instigated by yourself. From the very start when I walked into LWE to today, you've gone out of your way to sabotage my progress, from allowing interferences in my G1 match to the 2 times you've cost me my opportunity to obtain the LWE World Massacre Championship. And if you think my claims are unfounded, fair people of LWE, it isn't. The signs are all clear and all blatant. So Lust, why not explain your motive as to why you pull this on me?
Parker, your sense of obsession with the actions behind those you see as sins never fails to make me laugh at how sad it is. Yes, it is true, I am the reason your progression in LWE hasn't been what you've desired, but that's because you aren't supposed to be here as is William. The Reaper was never supposed to make it as far as he has, as I had hoped David Young would have made quick work against you at Wrestle Kingdom. And yet, here you are still on your own 2 feet. Honestly, Parker, you are one of the most entitled, arrogant pieces of shit I've ever seen in this business, both currently and before you even stepped into LWE. I mean, come on. Backstage politicking for world title shots? Holding back your own family to further yourself? Crying and quitting after not getting what you want? And here you are bursting into my company, making your demands as if you run the place, all while you fool them. Now, LWE fans, I gotta ask you, is this really someone you want as your hero? So why have you been my target since you joined LWE? Why have you been the one thing I've tried to halt or prevent since you came here? I'll get to that, so long as you answer my question. I truthfully don't understand your obsession with the sins, but I must ask, why do you hate me beyond all that of the other sins?
Okay, well, you did your research into my past, Lust. I'm quite impressed. Well, let me answer your question. Let me take you back 4 or 5 years ago to tell you of a man called the Luscious One. He was a gross, narcissistic sleazeball of a man who broke not just the sin of lust, but all of them. The sin of lust was just his embodiment, his whole identity, his solo operation. However, as he pushed himself to repent for what he has done further, he awoke and realized that he didn't need to just rid himself of the sins he committed, but he needed to carry on the heaven's will and rid all the sins from his entire radius, as his vessel did over many years ago. Now tell me, my friends and comrades in arms, does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. So Lust, I think my point has been made clear. I see myself in your slimy, corrupt self. That is why I hunt your soul. Not for sexual behavior, not for monetary lust, nor for your clear joy and lust for corruption, but I see this as the final way to kill the last spirit of the Luscious One forever.
Really? This is seriously about projection? I'm nothing like your former self. No, really, I'm not anything like the Luscious One. Stop it! Stop that now! No! Don't know how you did it, but these morons here think that you're some hero that's here to save the company's hypothetical downfall from me. You know what? Fine. The truth is that it's quite the opposite. You don't know what I know, Reaper, because if you did, then I would be the least of your concerns. I came across some information recently, and something's coming to destroy the LWE. And I thought it was Desmond, I thought it was Hudson, I thought it was even me at one point, but the truth is that it's not even happened yet. And when it does happen, my God, they're going to destroy you. They're going to destroy me. They're going to destroy everyone on the LWE roster. So I need to stay in my position of power. I need to continue being the leader of this company despite my questionable decisions. I need to beat you at Legendary so that I can continue keeping LWE safe. I'm going to pull out everything I can to stop you. And if I can't do it, and if you somehow beat me at Legendary, then I fail as the leader, and LWE as we know it is doomed. So good luck, William. Show no mercy.
Wait. Before you leave, Lust, I have one more thing. I don't know what this thing you discovered is, nor am I concerned. I know this is just you trying to save your own skin and keep your career safe. But to keep you satisfied in your crusade to keep LWE safe, I feel I should up the stakes a little for our conflict. I do not desire anything in return, as defeating you and ending your crimes is a reward enough. However, me losing to you will be an embarrassment in of itself, and I can't abide by that. So if I lose to you, then I will leave LWE and never return. You will finally be rid of me.
Perfect. I'd love nothing more than to be the one responsible for ending the Reaper forever. Well, a choice of words between the two, but it's about this! At Legendary, the Reaper William Parker takes on the owner and Lust, Tiger Gaming. Will the Reaper take down his next sin? Or will the owner finally put an end to William Parker once and for all? We gotta get ready for the contract signing next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the official contract signing between the two main eventers for LWE Legendary. And speak of the devil, here he comes now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one above all, Damon Star! Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Damon Star coming down to the ring. And if there's one man who can define aura, it is this man right here. This man is a living, breathing definition of greatness in his mind. But he's going up against one of the best this community has to offer. He's going up against one of the biggest names to ever step foot in an LWE ring. And Damon Star not wasting too much time getting into the ring for this contract signing. ho! Sean Nova being a little bit of a show-off here. Next, he is the superstar, Sean Nova. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason we define this match as icon versus icon, the one above all versus the superstar. This is two of the biggest names of their generation going head-to-head in the main event of LWE Legendary. As far as we're concerned, too, Damon has already signed the contract. We're just waiting for Nova's signature. Oh! Flipping off Vortex on the way! Well, here we go.
I'm not gonna lie. From me, there isn't much to say here. Sean, if it's okay with you, I want to start this off. First, I want to address that this contract signing has been delayed beyond belief, and admittedly, it's all my fault. I'm just super incredibly fucking busy, and sometimes I forget about you because you are not as big of a threat as you think you are. Nova, I'm not gonna lie to you, you've got me a bit puzzled here. Because this isn't gonna go in the way that you think it will. I get the confidence. I mean, how could you not have it? I personally think you're the greatest of all time. You should be confident. But that doesn't give you an excuse to be delusional. When that bell rings, I know exactly what I'm in for. I know exactly what I'm gonna have to do to put you down. And to be quite honest, I feel like I've always known. If I'm gonna continue being honest here, Nova, you're here because you heard that there was one person who was next up. You're here because you've heard the hype and you have to see it for yourself, but I'm here to tell you you're only wasting my time and yours. Nova, when I made my comments over a year ago, I didn't challenge you directly for the simple reason that I have nothing to prove to you, and that's because deep down inside, you know and I know I'm better than you. So now, here you are. You feeling challenged and the stage being set for us to main event one of the biggest shows in this company's history. I appreciate you for making it this far, I really do, but this whole thing between you and I, the battle of New Yorkers, Brooklyn versus Queens, the past versus the future, it ends in our home state. You wanted to step up to the one above all. Now I gotta put you down. And I gotta put you down for good.
Wait a minute. What the hell is Nova doing? Drawing up the crowd a little bit, getting them fired up.
You're not gonna say anything? Huh? You just gonna stand there? What, no quips? No witty comeback? No sarcastic remarks? Did you even hear me? Did you just hear everything I said? This is important. You know, a few shows ago on Carnage, I had said that I didn't give a damn about you being here. And although I truly believe that I'm better than you, like I genuinely believe I'm better than you, I can't deny the amount of history we'll be making, win, lose, or draw. So I need you to say something. Don't just stand there with that empty-ass look on your face. Say anything that shows me you care about this as much as I do. What? What, you want to hear me say it? Fine. I need this. A lot of weeks have passed, and I've had a lot of time to think about this in my most private moments, about everything you've accomplished this year. All the places you've gone, all the matches you've had, all the people you've beaten, all the accomplishments you've accumulated in your illustrious career. I've thought about all of that. I think about all the things that you have done and all the things you continue to do, and I realize I was wrong. I need to beat you. If I lose, everything I've ever done is put into question. But you, Sean fucking Nova, you're bulletproof. If you lose, you don't have to come back here and explain to everyone why you call yourself the one above all and why you couldn't get the job done in the biggest match of your career. You're not going to shame me in our home state. Your legacy is cemented no matter the outcome. But I need this. I need you to take this shit seriously, because I'm not coming to Legendary to settle as the person who is this close to winning. So do what you always do. Hit us with your greatest hits. Show us that greatness that only you possess. Say something. Make a joke. A sarcastic remark. Flip me off. You love doing that. Flip me off. Just do something. Anything. I need you to show me that I'm not the only person that cares about this as much as I'm supposed to. Just show me something. Do anything and sign the damn contract.
And Nova just turned his back to Damon Starr! And look at that, they get a photo! Oh my God! Nova isn't even paying attention to the one above all! He's hyping up the crowd here! And the crowd loves it! Oh my God! Oh, I think Damon's just had enough.
Damon, stop right there. You started off apologizing because of the delay of this moment in our upcoming match. Well, it's because you have been too busy. Too busy to even consider me a threat, which is utter bullshit, and you know it. Hell, you followed that statement with calling me the GOAT. If that doesn't make you a hypocrite, I don't know what will. Well, let me tell you something else that you already know. I didn't get to where I'm at by coming up with funky nicknames like one above all, or whatever discount Roman Reigns catchphrase that you stole. I got here by beating up the best. People who are first round picks for fantasy wrestling leagues. Shoo-ins for the Hall of Fame. People like OTP, Trey Jordans, Ron Buster, Cameron never mind, he wasn't sure. The great 2TM. This past week, I fought in the Elimination Chamber just weeks before fighting in War Games. All before winning arguably the biggest prize in this industry. Something you never could win. You're right, kid. You're absolutely right. I am wasting my time here. Just like I will be wasting my time in our match. You see, no matter what happens in New York City, I come out on top. I win. Well then, that's just another day in the life of a man named Nova. But what if you lose? Out of every single person that has ever beaten me, how many can you name? Let me help you with that. ALM, Devontae Blake Ryan, every single person that has ever beaten me, they're not here anymore. Because every single person that gets in the ring with me loses something important. You may walk out with a victory, but I will get something in return. Your spirit. I'm not gonna shame you, kid. You already shamed yourself by running off your mouth for the past year plus. You put yourself in a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. So in our home state, in front of every single person that we know and love, we will know for sure what it is that I break of yours. Your body or your spirit.
Oh my God! Ed Nova just signed pen to paper! The match is official as he's now headed to the back. Damon, nothing to do but watch on as Nova walks by here. Oh Lord, this has just increased in intensity between these two. The one above all, Damon Starr, steps into the legendary main event against the superstar, one of the greatest of all time, Sean Nova. 1-on-1, icon versus icon, generation versus generation. Who's gonna walk out the winner? Can Damon Starr do it, or will Nova prove Damon isn't ready? Coming soon to a screen near you, live from the City of Gods. LWE is once again bringing you the most extravagant event of the summer, Legendary. If this is anything like last time, then this is a must-see extravaganza.
I'm still standing.
Ground Zero! World Heavyweight champion. The superstars of tomorrow are ready to put on a show for all of us to see. 11 warriors go into battle to hold the crown that has no home. Best friends, better enemies, as the Aces imploded finally settle their score by putting each other down not once, but twice. The Reaper continues to stalk his victims as it leads to a corrupted soul. Will another sin be taken care of by the Hunter? A glitch looks to take what was stolen from him in 30 minutes, and the man who took it from him has a whole planet epic in his hands. Only one can be the true king. You're a brink of death! You do want to go at it? You got it! In a death match! A contest that was thought to be banished forever. Two of the most hardcore, hard-hitting, death-defying men will battle each other until one can no longer survive. A superstar has made his presence felt to the universe, though the Lone Star is displeased by this arrival of old. The battle of generations, old versus new, Brooklyn versus Queens, and Icon versus Icon. Shawn Nova versus Damon Star. And that is just a taste of this star-studded event that will leave you starstruck. LWE brings you Legendary Live, coming soon on twitch.tv/TigersGamingFTWB. Replays will be on YouTube. Be there! Legends never die. Or be squared. Don't include that.